Hello there, it's Patricia from Pinky's World, and this week I'm making a couple of these triangular boxes. I've all made them before. I've made one a couple of years ago as a tutorial, way down the list there if you want to check it out for a smaller version. This time I went with a bigger version and I've added a wee window. So you can see the paper through my window at the minute, but when I fill the box up you're going to see what I've got in there. Or I'll have like tissue paper or crunched up paper, something or other will be in there. Hoping to put a bit of homemade fudge in, but it'll have to wait till closer to Christmas before I make it. So anyway, I thought this was a wee bit different rather than just the plain old box. And you get 2 out of a 12 by 12 sheet of Christmas paper of your choice. This is old stuff from Stampin' Up. Can't remember their name there. The die that I've used is a die from Tuya Designs called Holiday Window. I don't know if it's still available. I got this whenever I was on their design team, but I'm sure you've got loads of Christmassy days, a snowman or whatever you want to use. I just thought the wee window was nice for peeping through the box. So that's the die I'm using. I used Misty Moonlight ink because it matches this paper, so just do what you do. My Christmas cheer came from Itty Bitty Christmas, another old one from Stampin' Up. So I'm just using up old stash really. So I've cut one of these out in white. So just run your die through first in white, or red, or whatever it's going to go with your papers. You're going to need your sheet. I have cut this sheet in two. It's 12 inches wide, 12 inches long, and I'm working with a 6-inch piece by 12 inches. You need a piece of acetate, and I just have lined that up with my die and then left a rim right around so that I can stick it to the inside of my box. So just roughly cut it. I didn't die cut it or anything. And we're going to use this die to cut here once we are ready to do that. And I have my wee Christmas cheer ready. I'm going to add some stickles to it when we're done. I might go with the darker ribbon. I think the white just sort of is kind of lost. Nice when you look at it that way, but when it's sitting like this, it's a bit small looking. So I'll try the dark and see. I can always change it again. So we're going to start doing a wee bit of scoring and marking just to get our box shape. And let's say you bound to have done this yourself, I'm sure, loads of times. The paper on the other side it's just not me. I don't want to use it. I like this side. It's like a Christmas jumper or something, isn't it? So anyway, right, start. Choose which one's going to be your outside. Put it up just the way I did with the last one that I did a few years ago, and crease it, and that is your halfway mark. Just check you've got it nice, because I never do. Give it a wee score. So that is going to be our line to mark. I actually like the way this folds at the front, so I'm going to use this as my front. So anyway, pop that in, and either, I'll just use my wee tool here. We know this is 6-inch wide, so we want to mark that at 3 inches, just a wee line there, and spin it round and do the same at the bottom, 3 inches. And you can mark it with a pencil or whatever you want yourself. But what you want to do now is you're lining that up sort of out of the middle line where we creased it is where you're going to. So you want to score from there up to that. So I have my center line marked in gold here. So I want to line that point, 3-inch mark, down to this, which is our 6-inch mark. And if you get those two lines in nicely and just run yourself a line down. And just switch it over to this side and do the same. You're still at that point and you want this score line to line up with your gold line. So just keep swinging it about till you're happy. And then just score. And this has to be the simplest wee box ever to make, isn't it? Not even glue on it. So it's quick and easy if you want to make up a couple. So we're going to the opposite side now, and again go to the 3-inch mark and go down to your score line here. So, oops, that looks okay. And then just swivel it to the right and do it again. So again, this cross line here is my mark, isn't it? Yes. And That's all lined up, so down we go. And that's our score lines done. Put this out of the way. Let's say you can rattle off a right few of these pretty quick. So just do your score lines and give them a nice wee burnish. You're just folding them in. So open that up, fold this one in. Seam down the bottom, fold in. And the opposite one, fold in. And that gives you your nice wee box when you fold it up. Two go to the inside and two to the outside. And so I want this to be my front because I love that wee design there. The previous box I did, I put a piece of paper along the bottom on both sides so it gave it a different look. But this time I thought I'd take it up another step and add some windows to it. So that should be your basic box. As I say, we're not sticking anything down because you need to be able to open it to pop in your nice wee present. I'm going to put my homemade fudge into a nice cellophane bag so you'll just see it through the window. So now at this stage you want to decide which is your front. And I say I'm going with this and that'll keep me right. And you want to get your die, which is stuck, and I'm going to set it. I'm going to use this wee line here as my guide, and I'll know that inside these two lines you want your die sitting so that it's central between here and here as well. So it's just sitting nice and you've got still haven't bumped into your wee decoration. As I said, depends on what paper you use yourself. So I'm going to stick this down with some tacky, what do you call it, washi tape. I'm going to stick it down to washi tape where I want it to go and cut it out and I'll come straight back to you. So that's what you're left with. You've cut it out with your washi tape stuck in place and it leaves you that nice gap. So at the other side of it now you want to glue on your piece of acetate. Oh, where did my acetate go? Oh, here it is. Impossible to see, but there you have it. So I'm going to glue that so that it's sitting. You just want to make sure that it's not touching anything. We want it to come straight down to the bottom here. I need to trim off a wee bit at either side there just so that it's not catching on the folds. And you want to make sure that it's up from your crease line here so that it's not impeding it. So still need another wee bit off here. And whenever you're happy that it's coming to either side nicely and okay at the bottom, then we're going to just put glue around the edge. So I'm going to use Tombow. I'm just going to go right around here. So whatever shape you use, you could punch. Well, suppose you wouldn't get your punch in there. Use your dies. Even a circle, yourself and make a false window out of it, or whatever you have. Give it a wee go just for a wee change. I want to make sure that takes. I can never find this flipping thing. So we're going to set that in, making sure that everything is covered nicely, and just give it a wee press so that the glue takes and nothing's seeping out. You don't want sticky inside your box, which I have done. So I'm just going to give it a nice light push. It's even coming through there. I'm so sloppy. Did the first one perfectly, but once you turn on the camera, that's you. So that should all be nicely, and you can see right through your box there. Next you want to flip that over to your front, and this is going to fit directly inside that nice wee part. It'll just sit in like it's perfectly sitting flat. So you want to go around it with a bit of glue. Mine's quite intricate, so I'm going to do a wee bit just to show you, and then I'll come back because it could take me a moment. You want to do these wee ones too, so they stick. If you have any intricate parts to your die, just do them all, you know, wee dab of glue here and there, just so that everything takes. And I'm going to keep going round till I have it all and come back to you. So I have that well glued up, which you can't probably see, but it is glued. So I'm going to slide it in from the bottom first, and the acetate gives you a wee bit of wiggle room there. Whoops, sticking to my fingers. So you just want to press that down, make sure that it's nicely set in, so it looks nicely set into your box, and it's nice and flat. There's no raised parts, and this is taken rightly, so hopefully that'll all behave itself. And that is more or less our wee box done. I'm going to bring it up. I want my two outsides to go to the back, so the front looks pretty good, so that's the way my box will be presented. So you want these going towards the back. So when you do that, just take your time, line them up, hold these two, make sure you're happy with where it's sitting, and then we're just going to pop in our small hole cutter. I'm using this old thing from my machine knitting days, and I'm going to pop a hole so it goes right through both, and you want to go the opposite side and do the same. So you can open up those ones. Oops, hold that nice and steady, make sure everything looks nice so that you've got it in the right place, just, and then slide that in and cut the hole. So now we can thread our thread. I'm going to try this dark one. It should go nice enough, shouldn't it? A wee bit more stark, but we'll just try it and see what happens. It's a wee bit thicker too, so I'm hoping it stands out a wee bit more. So I'm winding off as much as I think I might need rather than cutting it. So I'm just going to thread these through. I'm going to start with this one. Close this one over and go in through that hole. So that it pulls those two together. And do the same here, going through that back hole. So that's pulled in. And then this one. Oops. Fingers and thumbs. So I'd say you could whip up a right few of these in no time at all. And I was doing a die cut in the front. You have no pictures to do. I think I did a wee Santa on the front of mine the last time. Hoping that's enough. Should be. So we're just going to tie that across the top, hold your ribbon, and then tie your bow so it's going up. Oops. Easier if I cut this off, wouldn't it? So you want that bow sitting frontways, preferably. So you might have to fiddle about with it like myself. And that should do the job. So now you just want to, I'm going to retie that in a minute because I think I did it. We'll go with the back facing. Yes, and if the two things in wrong, so I will redo that. It's supposed to go to the back, like I said. Your flaps to the back. But no harm done. I can easily take the ribbon out and redo it, which I want to do anyway, by the looks of it. Now, where'd my wee thing go? My wee sentiment for the front. There it is. So I've got some 3D tape on the back. I just stamped it out, punched it with one of Stampin' Up's punches from years ago. Oh, my old stash is getting a good beating. I'm just sort of lining that up so it's nice. And then I have stickles somewhere. These old stickles I found in the box from Ranger. Very old, but still working perfectly. In fact, I don't think they were ever opened. So I'm just going to put a wee pop there, and a wee pop there. And if you're using a different colour of an item, use different colour stickles. So that was simple enough. I found that really quick myself. I just didn't want to have to make the same box over again. I will fix that again. That is not good at all. And these flaps should be the other way, but that will hold a right wee bit of fudge, hopefully, if I get round to making it. If not, I'll buy sweets in the shop and shove them in there. But that is me. Hope that helps you. Gives you a wee bit of an idea. Try different items on the front instead of just leaving it an old flap box. So catch us again soon. Thanks for watching now. Bye.